stop scrolling right now, because what just happened in the PFL might have ignited one of the most dangerous rivalries in women's MMA history. This isn't just another fight story, it's a collision of dominance, controversy, and pure ambition. Taila Santos just made a brutal statement, and now Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated queen of the division, has a real threat knocking at her door. At PFL Sioux Falls on May 2nd, Santos walked into the cage against a rising prospect and completely took over. From the very start, her pressure, precision, and aggression were on another level. She controlled the pace with her jab, forced mistakes, and then delivered a perfectly timed front kick to the body that instantly broke her opponent. The reaction was immediate: pain, collapse, and chaos. Santos followed up with relentless ground strikes, forcing a first-round TKO finish that left zero doubt about her intentions. But this wasn't just a win, it was a comeback, and that's where things get controversial. Just months earlier, Santos had been suspended after testing positive for banned substances, and now she's back looking more dangerous than ever. Fans are split. Some see redemption. Others are questioning everything. And instead of staying quiet, Santos added fuel to the fire by sending a direct and aggressive message after the fight, one that many believe was aimed straight at Ditcheva. That's when things turned personal. Dakota Ditcheva isn't just any champion. She's 15-0, the 2024 PFL winner, and one of the most explosive strikers in women's MMA. She's fast, precise, and ruthless, finishing fights in a way that...
Uma revanche, porque o PFL ele também faz as super lutas, né? Então podem fazer uma luta casada, né? Minha e dela, vai ser bem interessante. Podem fazer uma super luta final de...
Makes elite competition look easy. But now, for the first time, people are wondering if she's about to face someone built to challenge her style. Santos brings raw power, elite Muay Thai, dangerous bodywork, and strong grappling. This isn't just a stylistic matchup, it's a clash of identities. Power versus precision, experience versus momentum, finisher versus undefeated champion. And hovering over all of it is one uncomfortable question. Can Santos be trusted after her suspension, or will that shadow follow her forever? Because if she beats Ditcheva, the division won't just change competitively, it will explode with controversy. Meanwhile, Ditcheva has gone even further, calling out one of the greatest fighters in history, Valentina Shevchenko, with a bold and aggressive warning. She believes she can beat the best in the world right now, and she's not afraid to say it. At just 26, she sees opportunity in Shevchenko's experience and age, framing it as a gap in speed and hunger. This has turned the conversation into something much bigger than a single fight. It's now PFL versus UFC, rising star versus established legend, future versus legacy. Even Conor McGregor has reportedly shown interest in her, adding more heat to the situation. But Ditcheva has made it clear she's staying in PFL, making her the center of a growing power struggle between promotions. If she continues winning, she becomes the face of an entire organization. If she crosses...
Right now, looking at the two people who are fighting for their belt, you could beat them right now. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the bag again for a championship.
Duck is over, she could shake the UFC's foundation. Right now, the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just hype anymore. It's a real, dangerous moment in women's MMA where everything could change with one fight. If there's one fight right now that has the entire MMA world genuinely confused, excited, and divided at the same time, it's Khamzat Chimaev versus Sean Strickland. Not because it's just a big fight, but because nobody truly knows what's going to happen when these two styles collide. On one side, you have Chimaev, a wrecking machine, a fighter who has built his reputation by overwhelming opponents early, taking them down, and making them look like...
Oh, head kick, it's it. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, that was a perfectly placed head kick.
Body. Came out with the head kick. I mean,
Brain call by TKO or KO. I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. There it is.
Beautiful knee from
the belt, major title like this is something that every athlete strives for, and we know that having a belt or winning a tournament like this will fully generate.
They don't belong in the cage. On the other side, you have Strickland, one of the most awkward, durable, and mentally unbreakable fighters in the division, A guy who doesn't fight like anyone else and somehow makes elite fighters look average. Strickland is a nightmare on the feet, but not in the way people usually expect. He's not explosive. He's not flashy. He doesn't rush for knockouts. Instead, he drags you into his world, a slow, suffocating pace where he chips away at you with his jab, controls distance with teep kicks, and forces you to fight at a rhythm that only he understands. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and over time, it breaks fighters mentally. We saw that clearly in his performance against tough opponents where people expected him to struggle, but instead, he made them look completely outclassed. His defense is tight, his cardio is insane, and most importantly, he doesn't get tired. Now compare that to Chimaev's style. Khamzat is explosive, aggressive, and terrifying in the opening rounds. He shoots fast, he hits hard, and once he gets you down, it usually feels like the fight is already over. But here's the problem. We've never really seen him deal with someone like Strickland. Someone who doesn't panic. Someone who refuses to stay down. Someone who gets back up again and again, no matter how many times he's taken down. That's where this fight becomes dangerous for Chimaev. Because if Khamzat can't finish the fight early, everything changes. Strickland thrives in chaos that stretches over time. He's the kind of fighter who gets stronger as the fight goes on.
You could fight any female right now. Who would you want to go with?
Valentina Shevchenko right now. I want to be at the top. You know, I'm still 26. She's been around for a long time.
Right now, I'm not too sure that Shevchenko is the best 125er there is.
While his opponent slowly breaks. If Chimaev spends all his energy chasing takedowns in the first round and Strickland keeps getting back up, that pressure starts to flip. Suddenly, it's not Chimaev controlling the fight. It's Strickland dragging him into deep waters where cardio, patience, and mental toughness matter more than explosiveness. Experts are already pointing out something interesting. Strickland doesn't actually need to change much to deal with Chimaev. His natural vision
Difficult to put away.
style already creates problems for wrestlers. His upright stance, constant hand fighting, and ability to defend without overcommitting make it incredibly hard to control him for long periods. Even in training, stories suggest that elite wrestlers struggle to hold him down. That's a huge red flag for someone like Chimaev, who relies heavily on control and dominance. But let's not pretend this is one-sided. Chimaev is still one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. He's strong, he's fast, and he has knockout power along with his wrestling. If he sets up his shots properly, using feints, attacking the body, and forcing Strickland to drop his guard, he can absolutely find openings. Fighters like Alex Pereira have already shown that Strickland's defense can be broken with the right setup. If Chimaev fights smart instead of reckless, he has a real path to victory. The biggest factor in this fight might actually be the first round. Whoever controls that opening round could control the entire fight. If Chimaev dominates early, lands takedowns, and makes Strickland feel his power, it could break the rhythm before it even starts. But if Strickland survives, stays calm, and forces Chimaev into longer exchanges, the momentum could completely shift. There's also a mental side to this fight that people aren't talking about enough. Strickland is not a normal fighter.
Who do you see? Who do you watch and say, I'm better than them?
I mean, I could have the title if I went there.
Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could.
That is confidence.
They say to me, you know, she's running through all these girls because they're not very good. But if you put these girls against other people, they have close fights. Whereas when you put them with me, I finish them early, so I make it look easy.
Fighter psychologically. He thrives under pressure, chaos, and even controversy. Nothing seems to shake him. In fact, the more intense things get, the more comfortable he becomes. That's dangerous against someone like Chimeev, who is used to intimidating opponents before the fight even begins. And then there's the striking gap. Strickland outstruck Israel Adesanya over 5 rounds, one of the best strikers in MMA history. That alone tells you how effective his system is. If this fight stays standing for extended periods, Strickland has a clear advantage in volume, control, and consistency. Chimeev hits harder, but Strickland hits more often, and over time, that matters. Cardio is another huge factor. Strickland fights like he can go forever. His entire training style is built around constant sparring, which gives him a level of endurance that's very hard to match. Chimeev, on the other hand, has shown moments where his energy dips after explosive starts. If that happens here, it could be the turning point. So what do we really have? An unstoppable force versus an immovable object. Chimeev brings pressure, power, and early danger. Strickland brings durability, control, and long-term dominance. If the fight ends early, it's probably Chimeev. If it goes long, it starts favoring Strickland more and more. And that's why this fight is so fascinating. Because no matter...
Yeah, Conor McGregor follows me on Twitter. Like, I was told that as well the other day by my brother's friend. So, you know, things like that and like massive.
No matter who wins, something has to break. Either Chimeev proves he's truly unstoppable and runs through one of the toughest fighters in the division, or Strickland does what he's done before. Shock the world, survive the storm, and dismantle another dangerous opponent in his own slow, suffocating way. One thing is guaranteed.
Digging deep for sure. Santos is in big trouble. She's in big trouble. Dakota Ditcheva to the body again for a championship.
Stop scrolling right now, because what just happened in the PFL might have ignited one of the most dangerous rivalries in women's MMA history. This isn't just another fight story. It's a collision of dominance, controversy, and pure ambition. Taila Santos just made a brutal statement, and now Dakota Ditcheva, the undefeated queen of the division, has a real threat knocking at her door. At PFL Sioux Falls on May 2nd, Santos walked into the cage against a rising prospect and completely took over. From the very start, her pressure, precision, and aggression were on another level. She controlled the pace with her jab, forced mistakes, and then delivered a perfectly timed front kick to the body that instantly broke her opponent. The reaction was immediate: pain, collapse, and chaos.
I'm just like, get me anything, literally. But like you said, you know, it was kind of, it's hard. I get it's hard for PFL, you know, they've put all the girls in the tournament and then now they need to find someone that's gonna kind of give me a good competition. They can't give me someone that's, you know, just kind of signed to the PFL and not really had that much experience, because it doesn't make sense. I've just beat Santos very easily. I think that's another thing that I have to understand is, like, if I'd had a 5-round war with Santos, there would have been a few more people in there that would have been more of a match. But
Santos followed up with relentless ground strikes, forcing a first-round TKO finish that left zero doubt about her intentions. But this wasn't just a win, it was a comeback, and that's where things get controversial. Just months earlier, Santos had been suspended after testing positive for banned substances, and now she's back looking more dangerous than ever. Fans are split. Some see redemption. Others are questioning everything. And instead of staying quiet, Santos added fuel to the fire by sending a direct and aggressive message after the fight, one that many believe was aimed straight at Ditcheva. That's when things turned personal. Dakota Ditcheva isn't just any champion. She's 15-0, the 2024 PFL winner, and one of the most explosive strikers in women's MMA. She's fast, precise, and ruthless, finishing fights in a way that makes elite competition look easy. But now, for the first time, people are wondering if she's about to face someone built to challenge her style. Santos brings raw power, elite Muay Thai, dangerous bodywork, and strong grappling. This isn't just a stylistic matchup, it's a clash of identities. Power versus precision, experience versus momentum, finisher versus undefeated champion. And hovering over all of it is one uncomfortable question. Can Santos be trusted after her suspension, or will that shadow follow her forever? Because if she beats Ditcheva, the division won't just change competitively, it will explode with controversy. Meanwhile, Ditcheva has gone even further, calling out one of the greatest fighters in history, Valentina Shevchenko, with a bold